Hello guys, can you hear me? Is my voice coming out clear? I can't tell if my voice is coming out clear. Can anybody hear me? Let me check if my voice is coming out clear. So, can you hear me? Is my voice coming out clear? Can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know. I don't have Facebook on this phone. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, just let me know that my voice is coming out clear so that I will proceed. Special military operation. Can anybody hear me? I believe yes. Let me see if the comment is coming. No comment yet. Greetings. Okay. Uche, welcome to today's show. Bright, I can see you. So my people, all you can do for me now is to like this page. If you are here for the first time, click that small bell icon so that you will be notified anytime I comes live on live podcast like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, as all of us are watching, looking around the world, things are getting out of hand. I believe that most of you have watched the video that I just shared. What is happening in Paris? France is now mini Africa. They are now queuing to buy fuel. I haven't seen such a thing in Germany, but I know that with time to come, it may start appearing in Germany too. All of them are praying for the world to destroy Russia. But on the other side, Russia is the food basket of Europe. Because even though you are a farmer, for you to produce, you need fuel, you need diesel. And for those diesel to come, you need Russia. But praying for something else to come and destroy Russia is destroying yourself. And before I will forget, the other pipeline that passed through Poland to Germany is leaking gas, and it was forced to stop. Yes. All they are doing is to squeeze Germany till nothing will come out of it. Let me give you people a little story. This booming that you are seeing in Germany today started from Helmut Kohl, the former Chancellor of Germany. But the person that expanded everything is Gerhard Schroeder. That is the one that handed over to Angela Merkel. You get me? But seeing the politicians of Germany today supporting the destruction of Russia is something that I see as unacceptable. All of us were buying to the news and narrative of the West that Russia have run out of equipment, Russians are running out of chip, they can no longer produce the rocket, Ukraine will soon take Crimea, and they may take their rest in Moscow. That was the news that was flying up and down. How Ukraine is regaining, making progress in front line. All these things is lies. Ukrainians, secret service has turned itself to become terrorist state. Killing people, innocent people, using them as waste paper. Somebody will be looking for a job now, and they may offer you a job that may lead you towards Russia. pay you huge amount. You thank God that, oh, your days are made, not knowing that you are a wasted paper. They will go there, they will assassinate you, only to punish Russians. It will cost your life. And the whole Europe, today, Europe is supporting terrorism. Today, Europe is no longer condemning terrorists. Wow. Is it not wonderful? But I applaud Russia, because Russia have changed the general that was leading that war in Ukraine, that was fighting Ukraine as if if you push me, I push you, you push me, I push you. The new one that came in, go and read his profiles. The man is still crying that the Soviet Union, that he, as a military man, helped push down the Soviet Union. That he could have prevented to make it great. So for that, he was installed. He was the man they sent to Syria that kicked the ass of Western nations terrorists that were trying to take over the Syrian government. Onyebuchi, God's power, greatness. That general that put peace in Syria is now installed in Ukrainian war. And did you see what he did? That day was his bad day. That day, Ukraine was so cloudy. You know, when the Ukrainians blow the bridge in Crimea, the president of Ukraine said that Russia is so cloudy today. That Ukraine is still cloudy now. And you know the worst part of it? They are now experiencing up NEPA and down NEPA. All that civilian infrastructure and decision making, even the president of Ukraine is no longer in Ukraine. He's in foreign nation, undisclosed place, addressing his country from Green Wall. I share it, you know. Most of you are not following me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Use my name, my full name. Search for me on Twitter. You will see me with at MirrorAfricanTV.com. I mean, go to Twitter and type Mirror African TV together. You will see me. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter is getting hot. You know, I'm giving them the fire in Twitter. You know, I'm even more active from morning, from bed. I'll be tweeting till, you know. Do you know that the German Green Party that was helping to sponsor this criminal in Ukraine, that are allowing Ukrainians to come and stay in Germany, even though drive their cars in Germany without insurance? Do you know how many German cars that was hit on the street that parked, no insurance to pay for their bills? I said if I would be them, I would sue the federal government for them to repair my vehicle, because they are the one that gave Ukraine blank check to come to this country and drive around with cars that has no license, no insurance, that has nothing. It's abomination. It's not allowed to happen in Germany, but Ukrainians are allowed to do it. Now, they are pushing their parliament to pass a bill, pass a law that will grant foreigners to vote in German elections, so that Ukrainians and Polish people will be coming in to vote them so that they will remain in power. You see manipulation. But they will tell you that your election is not free and fair. You don't know that the same thing that Nigeria plays in election, Europe does it too. Imagine all the pains they are causing the Germans. The election they did in Sachsen. Sachsen that has been sleeping on the street, kicking against this bad government. All of a sudden, the ruling party get the largest vote. Oh boy. You see, vote manipulation is everywhere. But the issue in Ukraine, you see that territory that Russia just passed the law and accept them as Russian territory. I published a video. And that video, I believe that most of you have seen it. How many military equipment, every day military equipment moving to that territory. I said the reason why Russia was playing calm, low, because Russia have not built up the capability of Russia in those terrains. Russia won't like to start a fight that they will not complete. So what they are doing is to make sure they have everything that it takes on the ground. Oh, but you go see fight, oh. You will see battleground. Europe know why they took Zelensky out of Ukraine. Because they know that Russians are looking for him. They want to assassinate him directly. They don't look face. You know, they will kill him. In short, they will, let me tell you, Russia is still playing game with Ukraine. And the West know it well. And we are going to send air defense to Ukraine. Air defense that you brought to Saudi Arabia, that couldn't even defend the oil well of Saudi, that Yemen, that is like Somalia in Africa. Their drone, their rocket is hitting Saudi oil. Now you want to bring that air defense to Ukraine. It will defend, nothing will fly. No drone, nothing. But let me tell you people one thing. You see this rocket that Ukraine is firing, that they say that Russians cannot intercept it. Now that terrain has become Russian territory. Let Russia move all the equipment in that area. You will see how they will be knocking them out one after the other. Before, it was a special military operation. Now it's going to become the defense to defend the Russian Federation. The Russian territory is at risk. They got to defend it. Do you know how many soldiers Russia has moved to Belarus? Because Poland keeps on warming up. And now Poland people are now seeing that Russia is getting ready to fight. Do you know what they are doing? Poland is begging America to bring their nuclear bomb in their territories. To bring nuclear bomb in the territory. And Belarus is telling Russia, bring your nuclear bomb in our territory. Not when you hear nukes, you think that is baby mama. That is baby mama, you know. Maybe if they nuke us one, we nuke them two. Do you know what is nuke? This tactical weapon they are talking, tactical nuclear bomb they are talking. One American man analyzed Russian low-yield tactical nuclear weapon. How powerful it is. 5 times Hiroshima bomb. What did I say? 5 times Hiroshima. The bomb that America dropped in Japan, that Japan surrendered. The Russian low yield, the smallest one they can use in battle, is 5 times of it. Not the one that is ready to wipe the planet. That one is a power. That one they call it Saturn. Go and Google Saturn. Russian Saturn. That is the name. Ukraine, Poland are trying to join the fight. But I am happy that Russian politicians today are now calling for demilitarization of Poland. They should extend their special force to Poland. Listen, my people, listen to me, let me tell you. America will never, ever risk New York because of Poland. I mean, they tell you. One thing I will tell you people, I would like to remind you, I know America, I like to follow America, I follow them. I know, before this thing started, they said that no NATO country should get involved. Is it not what they said? No NATO country should get involved. Today, all of them are involved. That's why I love United States. They have made it open. And today, they slack. You think that they are stupid. If they start beating Poland, America will say, I told you not to get involved. I said it from day one. So, whatever you are doing there is at your own risk. They will say it. America will never nuke Russia because of Poland. Guys, you guys should understand this politics. So I so much love this politics of a thing. America will never ever try to go to nuclear war because of Poland or Czech Republic or all this Baltic banana republic. They will never do it. You know, America is giving these people morale for them to forget that they are trying to battle with a nuclear power. Japan was not a nuclear state. But they terrorize America. They nuke them. And nothing happened. They nuked them 2 fucking times. And they want to nuke Germany. That is a nuclear power. Even the America transferred their nuclear bomb to Poland. The person that has the striking key is the United States. Yes. They may train you how to use nuke. And Russia knows that Poland possesses no nuke. Whenever any nuke lands in Russian territory, they know that it's American. All the whole Europe are part of France. Do you see how this war is going? France is playing calm. Because no one can win a nuclear war. Nobody. Nobody. And if you bring American nukes, because all the whole nukes within Europe, a part of France, belongs to America. Bring France nuke plus America. Russian nuke is 5-6 times more than all of them. That's why they tell you the only people that possess the power to destroy the planet 5 times is Russia and United States. And they are not ready. They are not ready to nuke each other because of these banana republics. No. They will never do it. But they will deal with Ukraine. If Poland they should join the fight. But the only thing I understand that I'm sensing is that if Russia keeps on destroying Ukraine to a certain extent, Poland will annex the western part of Ukraine because it was Polish territory before the Second World War. And Poland has been warming up to take that place back. What I will never promise, if they try it, if Russia may react, I don't know. But what I know is that bloody nose will be running on Ukrainian territories. Yes. Good afternoon. The Facebook algorithm is doing things. Please explain the new strategy against Kiev. I see Belarus warming up. Yes, Belarus. You know they have their KGB. You know, the KGB is the secret service of Belarus. Ukraine have not finished fighting Russia. They are now planning to start terrorist activities in Belarus. And Poland is planning with Western world to bring demonstration and disorder in Belarus, trying to push the government down. Russia moved 1,000 soldiers to Belarus. They are not battle groups. They are not people that are there to fight. They are people that are building the infrastructure for Russia to move the main thousands of soldiers that will defend Belarus. Yes. Telling you that if wars come to wars, Russia will take over Belarus as their territory. That is the game. To defend that area as Russian territory. So anybody trying to play my mind in that territory, you are playing with the hand, you are playing with fire. And America knows the game. America knows that Belarus and Russia, they are intertwined, you know. And Belarus is a stone throw from Russian enclave in Kaliningrad that other Western nations are juggling around to seize if war breaks out. But Russia has moved undisclosed weapons in those territories. They are capable to defend themselves. To tell you, maybe there is nuclear bomb in that territory. I will not say no to it. I believe there is nuke in that territory. You know? So, what is going on is that America want all the whole Western companies to come back to the United States. That is this game. This game you are seeing is to disrupt everything that will make it comfortable for European companies to remain. They want to make it difficult so that all the European companies will migrate to the United States. Start moving the engine so that America will wake up again, because America is going down by the day. You saw the video I showed you, California. Even though Nigeria, Oshodi, Bulegba, even though Idialaba, it's even capital city to California. Because there is fire on the mountain. All the whole Western nation have been really living, enjoying their life from Russian resources. Even as I'm talking to you now, do you know that America has doubled their importation of product, both resources and everything from Russia? That is United States. What did my brother say? He said, "Good afternoon, sir. I am watching from Nigeria. Please, sir, I want to ask about the new Russian general who is in charge now in the war in Ukraine. Second, how about the bridge they bombed? Can't Russia bomb presidential villa in Ukraine?" Russia has been bombing and destroying the decision-making areas in Ukraine since 2-3 days now. And the bridge they bombed in Crimea, vehicles are already moving, trains have started moving. Only that damaged area, they are now working to repair it. They said that it may take them up to 30 to 40 days to put it through. You know, that bridge is the longest bridge in Europe. Yes, the longest bridge ever built in European territory. So this destroy also all those rails and roads. Yeah, you know, winter is coming. And the worst thing you can do to anybody in Europe is to take out this light. You know, if you take out this light, it then means our heater will no longer heat. There you will know that this room where I am sitting now can be able to freeze, and you will see ice on this glass. Ice will build. That is how cold Europe is. And that particular area, as Russian government now, they have knocked out all the whole energy grid in Ukraine. To the extent, their president is telling them not to on light in normal days, so that the remaining sectors will not blow up. Overload. You know? Russia knows where to touch them. Their rail is no longer working. People can no longer go to work. Because if you don't have car, how do you go to work? The rail is not functioning. Everything. And today, as I'm talking to you now, before I start this video, I'm still getting red alert that sarin is shouting everywhere. And you know that they were accusing Russia or Iran, that Iran are supplying drone to Russia. It's a lie. Russia is the one producing that drone. It looks like Iranian drone, but it's the Russians that are producing that drone. So there are news here. Russia kidnapped the head of a nuclear plant in Ukraine. Who gave the news? Is it Al Jazeera? They will sell a lot of fake news and lies to you. Today, Russia has intercepted a young guy. I will show you 1 minute. Let me see if I will get the news. Let me see. They intercepted a Ukrainian special operator that sneaked himself into Russia to blow up one factory in Russia. And they show it live when Russian Special Force intercepted him where he was waiting for his bus or train or something that will move him. Where is this news? Let me come. FSB. Yeah. Biden vow consequences for Saudi Arabia over OPEC decision. Biden, that one just let me lower the volume before the algorithm of why this thing is not playing. Come on. So, let me show you. Are you seeing it? The guy was with the explosive something. You know, Germans, they are blocking a lot of Russian news. They are blocking it. It's hard for us to view a lot of things from Russia. But let me try my best and show you. Watch the full clips. Look at it. It was intercepted by Russian Special Force. You know, look at the bomb. He has already made this bomb. You know, that's how they are now terrorists. You know, look at the man standing, almost 50 years old man. But they say that the man is cooperating. The man is giving them all the whole information they need. The man told them that more special forces of the Ukraine will try to sneak in to cause sabotage. Look at that bomb. It was made from anti-tank. That is anti-tank munition. Was converted to cause havoc in Russia. Look at him. You see? You see them? Is it not shameful? Look at him. You know? Is it not a shameful thing that a country has now become a terrorist state? They are no longer fighting to win their battle. They are now terrorizing, killing innocent people. Look at it. You won't see this one on Al Jazeera. You won't see it in any Western nations news. You will only find it in my platform. Let me tell you. Let me read out this one. They said that most Polish people want US to bring their nuclear bomb in their territory. Do you know the disadvantage in the decision in what these people are trying to do to themselves? I mean the Polish people. You know that America has nuclear bomb in this country. So the time Obama became president, Obama went to Prague and said that he's promoting for a nuclear-free countries, for nuclear-free world. And Germany said that if America is preaching for such a thing, they now pass a resolution demanding that America should take their nuclear weapon out of their territory. There is a contract they call 2+4 contract. And this 2+4 contract was signed between Soviet Union, that's Russia, America, Britain, France, all the allied states against the Germans. That Germany is not allowed to have a responsible military, nor to possess any capability to fight even though any community in Nigeria. You get me? Even though German politicians possess no right to have a foreign policy. This law stated that if you see when German politicians were dictating to Russians, you get me? Russia possess also the right to tell them, you are breaching the contract of 2+4. You possess no right to dictate to no country on planet today. But Russians are lying low. But what I'm trying to tell you, when Germans push for America to take their weapon, America opened the contract for them. You possess no right for us to even tell you, the government of Germany, that we are moving our military from one part of Germany to the other part of Germany. You possess no right. And you have no authority to utter a word, nor say anything pertaining we dominating this country. To tell you, I saw that agreement. Go and Google it. They call it German agreement. 2+4 agreement with the Allied forces after Second World War. There you will know that the vote we are voting in German. Oh boy. They call Germans democratic. They pack it one side. There is nothing democratic in German. They are still under heavy occupation of the West. Russia, normally no Western nation. German has no right to tell any country possessing this country to leave. But they say that Russians pull out of goodwill to the Germans. But you see how Germany is colliding with their enemies, working against the same people that is pushing for their freedom. So they should silence that man like onion CNN, BBC, France 24, this show that they use in Africa, they stand to gain by telling us lies here. That's their thing now. They manipulate you. They manipulate you. They choose their leaders. They deal with all African nations. Your news agencies are not allowed to stream in their own country to stand their ground. Like NTA of Nigeria cannot go to United States and stream. They block it. But they come into your own country to stream their own. And your leaders are there doing it like this because they are the ones choosing them. They are the ones choosing them. Let me tell you, Nigerians, Africans, let me use Nigeria that I know best. There is nothing like independent. Nigeria has no independent. The only place your leaders there, but the oil theft, the reason why the West came to Africa is moving in high volumes and nobody's talking about it. So let me read what our brother said. He said, OPEC decision. How will Europe survive due to the massive winter coming and the new government got? Let me tell you, this is arrogancy. That is the arrogancy in the Western nations. The arrogancy to the highest score. Whenever they want to take a decision that will hurt you as an African, hurt Asian people, they will never call you to table, to sit down with them and iron things out before they will move it to become sanction. They do it their own. And if it's not working for you and you want to safeguard yourself, they will say that you are following Russia, you are working against their interests. Did they work in favor of your interests when they are placing sanctions that is harming Africa? Africa that is not party to that war. South America that is not party to that war. Asia that are not party to the war. The people that are fighting this war is NATO versus Russia. Yes. Saudi Arabia, do you know what America is doing? Or the West? They want to put what they call price cap on Russian oil. And Saudi says, if we allow them to succeed on Russia, they will turn it against us tomorrow. And Russia will allow them to harm us. So now they want to introduce something that will hurt Russia and later be used against us, deciding the price that we, the oil producing countries, will be selling our oil in the international market. Your buyer is trying to set price for you. And they are producing cars. Have you ever come together to tell the Western countries, your cars is too expensive? We want your cars to be maybe 20,000 naira. They will give you this finger. Fuck you. But they want to give you price that you will sell here. You will sell your oil. They tell you it's against Russia, but it's against all of you. All of the oil producing states is against all of you. If you dare support them, you are gone and gone forever. You will never regain your independence from them again. That's how they operate, divide and rule. They single somebody out, they will use that person and pass a law that will harm all of you. And they will think that it's against that person. At the end of the day, you see that it's choking you. You can't even do anything about it. That's why Saudi says our interest, number one, you possess no right, no moral jurisdiction to dictate our price. So, for that thing to collapse, they have to cut price. And if they try to implement it the more, you will see more price cut. And they will buy 1 barrel of oil $500 until they dump it. That's how it's supposed to be. Saudis has blocked us. And Americans are now murmuring to go to their Senate to pass a law that will stop supplying weapons and withdraw their aid defense from Saudi Arabia. Try it. I said, just pass that law on Saudi Arabia. You will see that you will use your hand to uproot yourself out of Middle East. Russia will secure the whole thing. So the equipment they are selling to these people are fake. The ones they are giving to Israelis are more advanced. The ones they are giving to Arab nations are fake. And Russia is ready to give them what they call proper defense. And do you know, when you demand for air defense from the West, they will bring out one air defense. Air defense is a complex system. There are ways air defense operates. It's not something like as Ukraine, Europe are supplying a defense. It may not intercept cockroach. But if you fire that thing to Russia, they will intercept all of them. Why? Because it's intertwined, interconnected. Different types of air defense are needed in a country. Long range, short range, close range, all these things have their duty. And they have to connect, build a network of air defense. Not sending in one thing and if they shoot 10, you intercept 2. And you said you have air defense. You have nothing. You know? So if America passed a law against Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, I believe their king went to Russia. Yes, he went to Russia. Nobody knows what they discussed, but what the press told us is that, yeah, they were pushing for peace. But the Ukrainian president said that he don't want to negotiate with Russians. And the people says, how can Ukraine be bombed? Instead of president to come out to address the country, he will first of all address the NATO and the G7. After finishing with them, they will now give him a write-up on what he should tell to his own people. You see? Where are all the politicians of Ukraine? Where is their families? They have children. Are they in battlefield? They are in Berlin here. As I'm talking to you now, they are in cafe bar, drinking coffee, eating pizza, enjoying themselves, having girlfriends, eating Ukrainian money. While the doomed people are in battlefield, battling a war they will no longer win. So let me see what our brother said. He said, but the oil theft and sheep was seized last week. I beg you talk another thing. Oil theft, sheep was seized. Not be their own sheep. How can you seize a sheep that carries oil? Nigeria, every country on this planet has marine, and their marine, anything that is approaching Nigerian territory, they see it. How do you allow it to come in, carry oil, and want to go? You are it's manipulation. Nobody is working against the West. Look, as we are doing this video now, I sent out advertisement. I sent out something. I said that I will do podcast today. And I may host debate. If I thought that this our program is Twitter, we have what they call Twitter Space. If I'm hosting this program in Twitter, we may have, what I want to say is, for West to talk of price cap of somebody's product, you have to involve all the whole people that produce the same product and make it clear, go into agreement, sign contract that you will never use this thing against them tomorrow. You failing to do that means you are developing an instrument to cap all of their prices. How can you tell me I am producing granite? I rented a land. I bought granite seed. I rented laborers that worked in my farm. After everything, maybe I produce 1 pint of granite. From that pint of granite, the price, all the whole expenses I made is inside. And my own money is inside. You did not look into my own expenses. And you are placing price, whether I like it or not. All your friends, all your allies, this is the price they should be buying the same product. But you are selling gas to the same European allies. You are selling gas to them 5 times the price that Russians are selling it to them. You call them your friends. Nobody is talking about price cap on you. You see? Did you see the imbalance? That is the imbalance in Western politics. That is how the West play their politics. Yes. Like as European Union is dictating to Uganda not to lay pipe they want to lay. That the pipe is destroying nature and people's property. But you are laying pipe from Russia to Germany. People's property were not touched. Who dared to talk about it? A pipe was laid from Finland to Poland and was recently launched. Didn't that thing touch people's property? Didn't that job, that project, endanger animals' life or nature's life? No, whatever they do is law. Whatever you do, these morons, these zombies, unelected morons in Europe are dictating to African leaders, dictating to you. The same way they came to Congo, pick a little girl and take that girl to a zoo, and they were throwing granuts and banana to her and snapping. Black girl. How I wish I would see that woman today for her to narrate her story. What? Which abomination has the West never done to Africa? None of them have ever said sorry. Sorry. Even though the European values that this European Union is promoting, none of them has ever said sorry for what the crime we committed in Africa. But they will have the balls, swallow the crime they committed and still dictate to Africa. Africa, do you know, let me tell you what the West always fear is their history. They hate anything that will show them their history. Uganda, if any Uganda person is here watching this video, the only thing you guys need to do is to dig out all the whole crime that the West committed in Africa. Start publishing that video in your page, in Twitter, in TikTok, in everywhere. I know what they will do. They will activate what they call geolock. They will put geolocation lock in your areas so that whatever you are publishing, their people will no longer see it. But start first of all, start telling your story. Start publishing about what they did to you. Start talking about the evil they committed in your life. You will see that they will start running away. That's why they don't tamper talk to Israel. Because if you want to talk, Israel will show you the emblem of what Hitler did to them. And you will see that they are afraid of their history. Africa should start digging out all the whole history of Europeans, giving it to the younger ones. Let us publish it on the net. If they lock it in Africa, send it to me. I will stream it. They cannot block me because they can't block me. It will spread. But they have what they call shadow boundary. But I will still tell other European friends to retweet all those things so that their algorithm will break down. Just as the Indians are acting movie that is showing the evil of the British. Yeah, Nigerians are having Hollywood. Did they use their film to tell the history of Nigeria? No, that one, because there is no sex. There is no big nash. That is pornographic in open terrain. That is what Nigeria understand. Build history and sell it to your people. Nobody cares. Even as Nigeria is blocking history in school, use the film to spread the history so that people will understand themselves. Chinua Achebe, the book has been swept under the carpet. They are no longer allowing people to go and read Chinua Achebe's book because there are some of them contain Biafra, some of them contain war. Oh, we don't need it. You know. So, my people, I just said that let me come and let us just discuss a little about the special operation going on in Ukraine. And that special operation may change any moment from now, from special operation to something more aggressive. Because Russians will now be fighting to defend their territory. It's no longer fighting to give these people their freedom. So that's all I have for you for today. Thank you for tuning in, giving me this time. I love seeing you guys. I love reading your comments, you know. That's why we're here, to give you the alternative side, not the Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN, France 24, and all these people manipulating your brain, you know. God bless you too, my brother Chigozie Prince. Is that Chigozie or Chi Elozie? Sorry, please. Chi Elozie Prince. You know. God bless you, my brother. God bless you too. So, white American women said American men are very scared of how they will be treated in case if black Americans take over. Look, let me tell you something, Kevin. Black people are not aggressive. You know, black people are not aggressive. Black people never love slavery. All these slaves you see in Hausa Kingdom and the Yoruba Kingdom and Benin Kingdoms is bad. We are not people, if at all we are evil people, white people won't even, it won't be easy for them to conquer our territories. Before the white people came to Africa, Africans have been to their territory and live. So there will be no way black Americans will take over America. Do you know why? First of all, they are selling fake narrative to you. And the history that the black Americans are reading are the ones that the white America wrote for them. Their heads are cool. 2, America is the highest racist country. Let me call it collective West is Nazi country. Why do I use words Nazi? You know that Nazi Hitler went to war against Russia. Do you know that the West did not conquer Germany because they want to uproot Nazism? No. They came to Germany to stop Russia, not to destroy the Nazism. And then themselves overtake the Nazi and start feeding the Nazi and training the Nazi. All of them are racist to the bone, marrow, to the bone marrow, till tomorrow. All the West. They may laugh with you, show you their teeth. They hate you. They ask God, why did you give this man this skin? At his age, if you see my mates here now, you will marvel. I will see my mates, even the younger ones. There is one boy here. Young small boy was trying to insult. I did not talk to him. I only said, show me your father. And he took me to the father. Do you know how old the father is? You won't believe it. It's not up to 30 years. And I asked the father, do you know how old I am? I told him. He opened his mouth. The wife look at each other. They are jealous of what God gave to you. That you don't look, you guys, you don't know that you don't grow old. If you see your mates in Europe, it's like you are seeing your mate in Monkey Kingdom. I am sorry. Sorry. You know, so now, but they are measuring the inverse of what they have done to black. They try to whitewash what they are doing. They will never change. White will never change. They can never change at all. They know how to whitewash. Like if you are talking about slavery. I am not the one that did the slave. It was our great-grandfathers. But all the whole gadget that your great-grandfathers stole that make you great, you still possess it. Please don't connect me with that slavery. But this is the product of slavery. They keep it here. Don't connect me. I am not involved. Look at this place. I am not involved. Did I enslave Africa? But you possess the same property of the slaves. And still, in the open eye, denying that you are not part of the slavery. If you are not part of the slavery, have you seen any of the younger politicians condemning what their forefathers did? No, they will come and sit on it and continue where they stops. So, bros, your knowledge is deep and I love it. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. Blacks don't crack. You know, let me tell you people a little. One thing, the mistake that we are doing to ourselves. You know, you have to respect your body. Sorry, don't call German government coward and mumu. German is occupied territory. I said it, go and check about the agreement of 2+4 after Second World War. Germans, we are not yet free. We are still under heavy occupation. So what I want to advise our people is this. My brothers and sisters, eat lesser food. Eat lesser food. I know that the soup you are cooking is too sweet. The more, you see, as the Muslims do their fasting, if you know how to do that fasting, if you start fasting your body, let me give you a small example. If you start fasting your body, do you know what it does to your body? It will allow the cells that are weak, that are dying, to rebuild itself if you are fasting. If you are punishing your body, you think that, hey, I have not eaten today. Look at the people that don't have enough to eat. They look more younger than the people like the governors of our states. You see the governor of Imo State, the former governor, what is that his name? Okorocha. If they show you his mate who has no enough to eat, he's more younger than him 50 times. The secret is eat lesser food, consume more fruit. Fruit, consume too much fruit. Orange, pineapple, any fruit at all. Not apple, not imported apple. Listen to me, not imported apple. If that apple grow in your land, eat it. If it's imported one, forget about it. Anything that is imported, fruit, forget about it because it's full of fertilizer. It's full of chemical. Yes. But all the fruit growing in our territory, consume it as many as you can. All this processed food, Indomie, imported chicken, frozen turkey, all these imported things, if you will listen to me, package it and throw it inside dustbin. Those things are toxic chemical that is killing you. Cut all of them. Cut Indomie now. Indomie. Cut small Indomie. Take it to laboratory. Go and test the content of Indomie. Whether it's healthy, is good for your health. Take frozen chicken. Cut some part of it. Take it to laboratory. Follow the normal procedure. Check the content and everything that is in that food. You see that the frozen chicken is killing you. Eat, even if you may ask me, dump red meat. Red meat is not good at all. And it is sweet though, if you eat it, it's good. But red meat makes you to grow old so fast. Dump red meat. Consume fish. But not the fish they are feeding with chicken shit. If you want to eat fish that they are feeding with feed. You know, or fish that was fished out of natural water is very healthy. Eat more fish. Eat more fish than eating meat. You know, I see our African brothers, Nas, greatest. I see our African brothers, they like to use food to make big man. I was in Nigeria. I will see somebody frying egg. If you see how he will be posing, it's hunger. Hunger is making you people to turn everything to become big man, big man. You guys are selling. You guys are selling. If you are eating egg, fried egg with oil, is that palm oil or is imported oil? That's another question. You eating fruit, mango, and somebody is eating egg, and you are jealous. Oh, this egg, they smell well. Oh. You are healing yourself while he's killing himself. And you see somebody standing in a restaurant, bogging like this. You see all of them, you see their belly. Their belly is like this. It's like a 30-year-old pregnancy. You know? Because what you are eating, do you know how long it takes for meat to digest in your body? Go and ask your doctor. How long do it take your body to digest one meat that you chew. But you will eat the meat in the morning, you will eat it in the afternoon, you will eat it in the night, you will go to joint, you will chop unkobi. Do you know what they call cholesterol? Do you know what they call cholesterol? You forget that you have kidney, organ that process everything you consume, giving them over labor. Over labor from eating rubbish. Okay, my brother, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. You guys, if you have Twitter account, search for Miro African TV. You will see my name there, Zebedi Ejike Kori. I am there, putting on cap and standing there. You know. If you see me before that I eat like a Nigerian. If you see me that time, you see my color. You see this color. If you see my picture then, I was black, very black. I was black. And I was growing large. My display, I was like this, but dark. But since I stopped eating meat, it consumes more fruit. Every morning, you see me, if I'm doing breakfast, I will take that bread, I will use avocado. You don't use butter. And if you want to use butter, there are butter they produce with milk. Not all butter, you know. But you dump butter. Use avocado to do your butter. You eat more. If you start eating more fruit, I don't rub cream. Me. I don't sit down and after taking bath, I'll be rubbing cream. I don't rub cream. But look at my body. I don't rub cream, my people. Give your body what it needs. It's fruit. Fruit, not jam-pack. Jam-pack. I will see African people. I will see momo. I will see fish. I will see red meat. I will see shaki in one food. Let me give you people example. Go and buy kanda. Boil that kanda. And leave that water to chill. Turn that pot. It will turn to jelly. You know what is jelly? That is what you have pushing inside your body. And not one. You eat it in the morning, afternoon, night. You go to a restaurant, you make big man. Give me this with 7 meat. Give me this so that people will hear and say, this guy get money. This guy get money. But if they see you around your mates, you resemble old man. If I go to Africa, where my mates are, it's only one that 2 of us are. The other ones are as if they are my senior brothers. Even I go to Africa and sit with my junior ones. Most of them like to send me message thinking that I'm their younger one, not knowing that I'm their grocer, big brother. You know? So, polish your body. Like me now, I eat once a day. And maybe in little time, now it's 3 o'clock here, I may go home, I will swallow. I will swallow. I may tell you that I swallow every day. I swallow every day, you know. But my soup is only with fish, no meat. No meat, no meat, it's fish. I will use mangala. You know mangala fish? I will use this Titus, I believe so. Yeah. I put it in the oven. I will dry it up myself. I use it to cook my food. I do experiment with my food. It's very sweet, you know. I go there, I swallow. But in the evening, I will lick orange. I will eat tangerine. At times, pineapple. When I feel like chewing something, I will chew fruit. And you go to bed. Your body will refresh itself. Hey, Indomie, look at our women. Women are becoming, help me somebody. If a woman is over 50, she can't carry a baby, right? But our women today at the age of 25, 30, 30 something are not getting pregnant. Why? Because you are using processed food to kill yourself. Not your uncle in the village is holding you. Not your mama sister in the village is holding you. Not your village people is tying you down. You are the one sitting on your own success. If you want to give it a try, let me give you people expo. Drop eating processed food. Drop it. Look for a good herbalist. A good herbalist. I didn't say native doctor. Herbalist. Let them give you roots that will flush your stomach. You will drink it and you will go to toilet. You will go to toilet and you will ask, where is all these things coming from? Flush your system. Flush your system. Use that herbal root. Not the one they put in kai kai. The one they soak in water. Drink it. It will flush your system. You go to toilet. You pee enough. Then change the system of your food. You will see Nigerian women. You will see girls. Their laps alone. Oh boy. I am not the tiger to carry that lap. So their laps alone. You ask, you say, I am doing sports. I have registered in gym. You will go to gym. You come back. You will carry processed food and pack inside your belly. So, is there any possibility of World War III from those warmongers? There may be accidental world war. Why did I use the word accidental? Because you know that Nigerian president is far better than American president of today. This man will be speaking and he will be calling people, dead people, people that have died for many years. You know where I'm going to. Someone that is saying such a thing, you know that is no longer with us. So, the question you will ask yourself, which people are managing the affairs of America, presenting him in the front to be the leader? Are they for us or are they against us? But one thing you have to understand, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Because all the money they are stealing in making this yeye politics, if this accidental war breaks out, there will be no place for them to hide to eat that money. That money will become worthless. Because the planet, there will be no supermarket. Do you know the worst case scenario? In Africa, we do go to hunting. We go hunting in Africa. We go farm in Africa. Europe has disarmed their people. They don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to go to farm. Their farm and hunting ground is supermarket. And if supermarket is no longer there, did you see what happened in France filling station? They will start eating each other. While you, in Africa, you will look, supermarket is no longer there, or food is no longer coming. They say, before zinc come, we have been drinking running water. We use the other system. You go to bush, you start where you stopped and continue. But here, how many months do we have summer? Maybe 2.5 months or 2 months summer. Is that what you are going to use to farm? Even though you want to farm, how do they farm it? You don't know the tricks and techniques. That's all. So my people, that's all I have for you. Thank you for today. Oh, remain blessed, my G's. Share the video, invite others to this page, and follow me on Twitter. Let me write my Twitter. You go to @Mirror Africa. Search it on Twitter and you follow me on Twitter. If all of us, as we are here now, if we are like this on Twitter, I'll be doing this program on Twitter. And there, all of you will have your say. Because you can unmute your mic, you have your say, you mute it, another person will unmute, have their say, just like that. We will be interacting and you will say that, me, I have a lot in me. But if I'm doing this video like this, I do forget a lot too. But if you want to interview me, you want to ask me questions, there you will activate and bring out a lot of things out of me. So if we go there, or even though here, someone may say, okay, let me come on invite me so that I will ask you critical questions. Anything from any angle, ask me, because I am having a lot of input. And those inputs, all of them is not good, because if you know too much, if you have too much input, There is good side of it and there is bad side of it. The bad side of it is you see me always in my studio. I don't associate with our people. I don't hang around with them. If I stand around our people, if they start their rubbish discussion, I will just leave. I will just leave. Why do I leave? What they are saying, you will know that they are not ready to learn. You can't even correct them. And if you want to correct them, it will become argument. That will make you to isolate yourself. That is the disadvantage of too much input. Not knowing much will make you to hang with them and carry fake news from CNN to Al Jazeera and throwing it to each other. You know. So, thank you, my people. God bless you. Remain blessed and love each other. If you come to West, they address Africa as one country. As they met Africa when their forefathers came to Africa as one country. That's how they address Africa as one country. While if you go to Africa, everybody wants to kill each other. You are Hausa, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Ifo, you are this, you are that, you are pa. Have a wonderful day, my people. Ciao. Love you.